Hey there! I am recording this on the summer solstice, and what you're about to watch is a tarot reading for the collective on how we can manifest our best summer ever. Now, this question and prompt went in perfectly clean and perfectly innocent, but what came up was honestly a little bit of a drag, especially if you have been processing some stuff and if you are not in a great place emotionally. I want to say up front, this reading will bring to light the different things that you need to work through and the different inner work that you need to do so that you can really allow yourself to enjoy this summer. And so if you're coming to this video and you're in a place where it has been hard to enjoy things recently, or where you are in a bit of an emotional rut, my hope is that this reading will give you the clarity that you need so that you can turn that around, because what we see in the reading is that the summer actually ends up really good, but there are some things that you need to do in order to get out of a rut and actually have the summer that you really want. So if that resonates with you, make sure you keep watching, like, subscribe, you know the drill. I love you so much and I can't wait to share this reading with you. Hello! I have not been on here in a while, and I also have not done what I'm about to do in a while. I have some tarot cards with me, and for those of you who don't know, I started off my spiritual entrepreneurship journey as a tarot reader, and I was doing tarot readings for the collective every week on Instagram, and that was how I got my start. And now it's the summer solstice. I'm just feeling really intuitive and really tapped in, and I've been getting some really good nudges for my clients. And I was like, hey, why don't I do a tarot reading for the collective? It could be really fun, and more importantly, it could really help some people who are looking for clarity and guidance on how to manifest your summer goals. For any of you tarot nerds out there, this is the Modern Witch Tarot, and I have been using this deck literally since 2020. I got it as a gift from a friend. It is one of my favorites, and I'm really excited to get to share its magic with you. So with all of that, I'm going to do some shuffling. I'm going to put the cards over here, so if you see me looking over here, that's what's happening there. And let's get some advice for how we can manifest the dreamiest, most fun, most exciting summer ever that will carry us into the winter with so many beautiful memories. Okay, I think I'm going to pull 3 to 4 cards. We have a few coming out right away. Okay, we've got 2 so far. Let's get, okay, cool, we have 5. I'm honestly so nostalgic and excited about this. I used to do these like 3-card pulls, like I said, every single Friday. And then I would have tarot reading clients, and I taught a tarot course, and that was like such a big part of my beginnings into this world, and so it's really fun to be bringing that back to you. But anyway, okay, one card that came out, we actually have quite a few reversals, which is pretty normal for me when I read for the collective. We get a lot of reversals, but the first card that came out is the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the 2 of Cups in reverse really speaks to me about, and I'm just looking at the cards, so I'm not going to be looking at you, but just listen to me and I'll be looking at the cards. But the 2 of Wands reverse, or 2 of Cups reverse, really speaks to me about letting go of misaligned connections and not feeling like your summer revolves around other people. A lot of the times when the 2 of Cups is in reverse, it's when we're being codependent. And so before we get too far into this summer, just take a moment and check in with yourself and see, are you telling yourself that your summer depends on how other people show up, or are you taking responsibility for having a great summer? And where are you giving other people the power to determine how this season goes for you? And honestly, I will say with my tarot readings, we do get pretty direct and we do get pretty deep. So we are going right out of the gate with codependency, but I think it's something that is really important for us to think about. So are you putting the power of your summer into the hands of other people? And with that, we also have the 3 of Swords reversed. Excuse me. Have not talked about tarot on the internet for a while, but we have the 3 of Swords reversed. This is heartbreak. And really, it's getting your expectations up. Like if you look at these two together, it's putting too much weight in other people and other people's choices and expecting other people to show up for you in a certain way, maybe even in an unspoken way where you're not communicating properly what your expectations are, and then they're not met, and then you feel a type of way because people aren't showing up that way. And then this is you being disappointed, you being heartbroken, potentially even bringing up some childhood stuff of like feeling betrayed or feeling abandoned or feeling like people weren't there for you when they should have been. But really it's because you were codependent and you did not either communicate clearly how you hoped people would show up, or you honestly just were expecting things from people that they are not in the position to give you, or that it's not their job to give you. So look at where you can fill your own cup up first this summer, and maybe make a morning routine that helps you feel really full and really aligned and really alive. I've been going on a walk every morning for an hour and listening to a really juicy podcast, or maybe creating some TikToks and doing something fun while I'm on my walk. And that's been helping me have a full cup this summer. But just know that like you get to have an amazing summer regardless of how other people show up for you. But if you do not fill your own cup this summer, you will end up here disappointed, feeling betrayed, feeling abandoned in the Three of Swords reversed energy. So now we have a couple cards upright. We have one more reversal, the Four of Wands reverse. And this is again someone who is not celebrating what is and is not celebrating what's actually going well, and potentially not honoring small wins. But instead this person is really focused on lack and focused on what's not working out, and like constantly comparing the difference between what their expectation was and what actually unfolded. And so if you're resonating with this, just make a practice of celebrating small wins and honoring incremental progress. That is always the move, honestly. That's something that I have to remind myself of every day. Asking myself, what am I proud of myself for? What did I do today that deserves celebration? What's something I'm grateful for? Like, these are daily conversations that you need to have with yourself, especially in a season where we can have high expectations and put pressure on ourselves for how things are supposed to look. Do not let that put you in a state of lack. The Four of Wands reverse is really just having trouble celebrating and not being willing to let yourself feel good unless it looks quote unquote perfect, when really the only way that things are going to improve is if you let yourself feel good about what's already happening. Because once you're feeling good about what's already happening, you're going to continue to make aligned choices. When you're not feeling good about what's happening now, you're stuck in lack, maybe you're trying to fix and overcorrect, and then you're pouring a bunch of energy into stuff that doesn't actually go the way that you hoped. And again, it's just like coming back to this energy of where were you overly dependent on things outside of your control, and where is that leaving you feeling disappointed and heartbroken, when all of this could have been avoided if you chose to actually celebrate the things that are going well, and celebrate the people that are showing up for you, and celebrate the ways that you're showing up for yourself this summer, and celebrate the plans that you are making, and allow yourself to really have fun on your own terms and to enjoy what is, rather than, again, fixating on the gap between what you wish was happening and what's actually happening. So with that, let's go into the cards that are upright. We have two upright cards, excuse me. So the Six of Wands is upright and the King of Pentacles is upright. So this is really exciting. The Six of Wands upright is about being recognized and feeling celebrated and ultimately feeling really victorious and like you've overcome something hard. This comes right after the Five of Wands, which is like very conflict heavy and strife heavy, but you move through that season. So if we look at these reversals, let's just go back for a second. If you look at these, this is your conflict. This is like the strife, the heaviness. What I'm really kind of seeing is that maybe the summer starts off where you're feeling down, you're feeling disappointed. Maybe you're noticing that you have been putting a lot of pressure on things to look a certain way. Maybe you are setting unrealistic expectations and expecting other people to show up for you in ways that they're not able to, or in ways that maybe it's not fair for you to ask that of them, or whatever it might be. Maybe you are in this place, but maybe it clicks for you. Oh, the reason I'm in this place is because I'm in a state of lack. The reason I'm in this place is because I'm not celebrating enough. I'm not practicing gratitude. I'm not actually like living in the moment and celebrating the incremental progress that is occurring. And so maybe you fix that, you correct that, and on the other side of moving through all of that discomfort and choosing to take your sense of celebration into your own hands and choosing to feel grateful and excited regardless of who is or isn't showing up for you, you get to this place where you have triumphed and you have overcome, and maybe you're feeling recognized and valued, not even because other people have changed, but because you are in a healthier relationship with yourself and you're allowing yourself to feel valid and valued and seen and held, etc. And that is allowing you to get to this King of Pentacles place. So the King of Pentacles is a very, very self-sufficient energy. It's an energy where you are allowing yourself to really feel resourced and sufficient, like I said, abundant, and you feel like you are in control of your resources. And you are in control of not just your money, but that's a big piece here, but you're also in control of how you spend your time. You're in control of how you spend your energy, and you don't feel like you're leaking all over the place. Like you feel like you're happy with where you're putting your time, your energy, and your money, and even feeling like it's coming back to you. Like this is a good investment of my time, my energy, and my money. I'm being very wise here. And so as the summer plays out, you have the opportunity to end up in this place where you're looking back and you're feeling really good about how you spent your time, how you spent your money, how you spent your energy. You're feeling really good about what you chose to focus on, and you're allowing the summer to unfold with you ending up in this very abundant, very empowered place. And so this has the opportunity to be a really, really transformative summer for you. But you do have to do this inner work, and I would encourage you, if you resonated with this message, just start on the gratitude and on the celebrations and honoring the incremental progress and celebrating the small wins. Just start doing that now. Because the sooner you start doing that and the more regularly you start doing that, the less you have to deal with this other energy of codependence and like being frustrated and wishing that other people were filling your cup for you when really you have to fill your cup up for yourself. So start filling your own cup, start celebrating what is working, even if it feels very small. Like the incremental progress cannot be overstated, and I've said that before a lot if you've been paying attention to my content. So get into this habit now so that you can transition into this place of Six of Wands where you're feeling really abundant, you're feeling really valued and validated, especially internally validated, and you feel like you're valuing yourself very highly and you're proud of yourself for what you've overcome and for what you've moved through. And then you end up in this abundant resource place where you're proud of where you are putting your energy, your time, and your money, and you feel like the summer is actually going in the direction that you want it to go. And before we go, I do want to say my approach to spirituality and manifestation is a little bit different from what you might have seen out there. I am not afraid to talk about these deeper patterns that need to be worked through on the way to living the life that we desire. And so if you are sick of the spirituality and manifestation conversations that are so focused on staying high vibe and being positive all the time and never looking at your negative thoughts or feelings, then you need to come to my free class. It's happening on June 30th, 2025, and it is called Graduate from Good Vibes Only, and it's all about an emotionally intelligent approach to manifestation. So I'm telling the story of how I was able to manifest a huge jump in my income from $30K per year to $105K per year while I was going through one of the worst depressions, honestly, of my life. And when I realized that I did not have to be super high vibe, bouncing off the walls in order to manifest great things, it honestly changed my life in so many ways. So I'm going to be telling you the story of exactly how I was able to do this. And if you want to know how to manifest amazing things, no matter how you're feeling, or even if you're going through something, then definitely come to this class. It's free. It's going to be amazing. And you don't want to miss it. Okay, I'll see you again really soon in another video. Take care.